Hello again from my front porch, where I have started the Gauntlet today, the liquid Gauntlet. As of right now, I am on liquid diet for the next couple of days at least or so. See, I am well, it's no secret, I am 56 years old. And apparently that means I am about 6 years overdue for this little thing called a colonoscopy. Yay! Actually, for the last couple of years, my doctor has been saying that we needed to schedule one. We needed to get me in for one. I don't know what the delay was. Apparently, lots of people are lining up to bend over and be checked. But they finally did. They called here just recently and had opportunity to get me in. And so today's Monday. Wednesday I go in and yeah. So what that means is because this is my first one, the first experience. I am fortunate to have a number of friends and even some family members who have already gone through this kind of thing, and they have just been a wealth of information and advice. Most of it really scary and negative and bad, but still, they have been a source of advice. I hope that my experience is really nothing like what most of them have experienced. Because yeah, to hear some of these stories. Yeah, it's just not good at all. Now, why do this? Why have to go through the ordeal of having colonoscopy? Well, because of see if I can pronounce it correctly, colon rectal cancer. No, it's not colon, it's colon. Anyway, it's called CRC for its abbreviation, and it's a very real and very, very dramatic thing. I was looking up some of the stats on it, and there are hundreds of thousands of Americans every year diagnosed with this. Now, the interesting thing is, for those who catch it very early, it's a 9 in 10 chance of survival and getting it treated, extending your life expectancy and all that kind of stuff. However, for those who catch that late, then your chances just plummet like down to 1 in 10 chance of things if you catch that colon rectal cancer later on. Now, I'm not worried about this. This is not being I'm not being told I have to go do this because there's concern about that. Let me just get that on record. In fact, as I looked up the symptoms of what are oftentimes warning signs that you've started to develop that, I have nothing. None of. In fact, one of the symptoms is unexpected weight loss. Well, I could actually. I need to lose some. I've put on a lot more pounds than I really am comfortable with, and I've done a really, really bad job of getting it back off. So maybe over the next couple of days I'll lose a little bit. Although, as weight loss plans go, there's probably less intrusive ways that I could try to work that out. But anyway, but still, it's intended to be preventative because from what I've read about it, it's very possible for you to be in those early stages when they like to catch it so they can treat it so it doesn't become a problem. You could be in those early stages and not have any of those symptoms. But once you reach 50 years and older, that's when the risk factors for this apparently increase. I don't understand the dynamics of that other than, the old cliche of, well, as you get older, like my car, I now own it. I've finished all the payments. Well, as soon as the payments are all done, well, that's when it's going to start falling apart. That's the cliche that, well, there's, you can only go for so long and then the warranty expires. And when I turned 50, that's when I was diagnosed type 2 diabetic. There was no indication of that before. All of a sudden, I just went in on just a standard thing. My company gave you $100 if you went in and did an annual physical. And so I was like, okay, why not? I'll go and do it. And it was in the course of that they come back and they say, oh yeah, you're healthy here and here and here and here. Oh, by the way, your blood sugar is way too high. It's like, what? And so that happened when I turned 50. And so now, here I am 56, and I've never had a colonoscopy, and so now we're apparently finally going to get that done. Yay! Now in doing some of the other reading and talking with Lisa, who's had several, because she has Crohn's disease, which is not going to try to get into. She needs to be here to talk to the specifics of that, but it has to do with issues with the digestive tract, with stomach issues, but with the large and small intestinal areas and problems they have, and for a lot of folks who have that, the only treatments they wind up getting at different stages is to have portions of their intestines removed, and over the years they can get so much of that removed that there's not much left, and so that's not a good situation to be in. But one of the obviously best ways to examine how things are going is a colonoscopy. But no pun intended. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I've been reading up on things, been getting the information as best I could, and one of the other things that I've seen is that there's all these stories about how awful the fluid stuff is and the things they make you drink and stuff to prepare. But no, there's all these better ways. Well, you can get stuff that you can just dump into Gatorade, and you get stuff you can dump into your soda that you can add this to. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a nasty thing anymore. No, we've made that really great. Well, I don't know where those doctors are, but apparently they're not the ones where I'm going, because what I have been instructed to do is to take this thing, and I'm supposed to fill this thing up with water. Now it does say with lemon flavor, so ooh, they knew me. But I'm supposed to fill this up to the line here and refrigerate this, and then drink the whole thing. And according to Lisa, this stuff is foul and nasty and chucky and salty and hard to stomach and get down. So yay, I have that to look forward to. But seriously, I'm learning a lot with this, and it's not that I'm trying to be lighthearted about this because I'm not taking it seriously. I am taking it seriously. I don't believe that I have anything wrong in that area, but I cannot argue with the statistics and the data that show that I am now in a higher risk group that needs to monitor these things, needs to check on these things, so that if there is something even starting, I can be on top of it. And having done my family genealogy, I know that I've had people in my family who have died from issues related to these kind of things. And so when you have a family history that lends itself a bit to the C word, I'll say, at least on my dad's side, there were some issues with that. I don't know about as many from my mom's side, but that's one problem is, with older generations, they don't talk about a lot of that stuff until something happens, and then you find out, oh yeah, well, so-and-so had that for a long time. Don't really, would have been nice to know. But anyway, so I've got a little bit of family history, not a lot documented, but a little bit, and that's all the more reason to be cautious, to be on the alert. But I got all this information from them, and so I am now officially in my start clear liquids, no solid foods, as of 5 o'clock today, but my appointment isn't until Monday. My appointment is Wednesday at around noon, and so, like I said, for a day and a half, I am now on liquid diet. So fortunately, I've got what my Bessie Tara calls my dirty water, unsweetened iced tea. I can drink some of my Ice Plus drinks for a little caffeine in there, but then I went and bought some Jello cups, and Lisa says that I can eat some flavored water bouillon stuff, have some of that or drink some of that, so it has at least a little flavor to it, I feel like, because in the short run it's not going to be a big deal. I'm not going to feel like I am missing out, but maybe by this time tomorrow, when it's been 24 full hours of it, yeah, that might be, that I might start to be feeling a little peckish with some of that. But about that time, so it says tomorrow I'm supposed to mix this solution and refrigerate it. But then by what? Start taking it, well, about this time tomorrow, 5 p.m. tomorrow. Then there's this thing, the Dulcolax tabs, that I'm supposed to take 20 milligrams of those before that, 2 hours before that. And then I'm supposed to be drinking this stuff, take 8 ounces every 20 to 30 minutes until half of it is gone. And then on Wednesday morning, the day of the procedure, I'm supposed to be up by 6:30 in the morning and start doing that all over again until I drink the rest of it. And then I can have other clear liquids up until 9:45 a.m. that same day, and then I have to completely stop doing that as well. So that's the fun that I'll get to do here over the next few days. You know, I'm not nervous about the procedure, honestly, because, I mean, again, there's hundreds of thousands of these things that get done every year, and, you know, the doctor that I'm going to, Dr. He, H-E, that's his name, or I guess it could be her name, but it'd be funny if it was a she named He. But still, I do that Wednesday afternoon, and I'm expecting a clean bill of health, if you will, and maybe even lose a few pounds in the process, because, well, I won't lose them here. This is belly fat that I got to get rid of, but maybe just weight-wise, because, you know, I might be carrying around some other weight in other places that you know, will be getting cleaned out over the next couple of days. I did block off my work schedule for no meetings all day Tuesday and Wednesday, and the reason for that being, well, perfectly obvious, that if I start drinking the stuff and start having to go to the bathroom a lot, or, you know, like even now tonight, fluids, because, you know, not eating, I'm going to want to make up the difference in my tummy with fluids. I'm going to be drinking a lot of water and a lot of these other things, and so, excuse me, that's going to mean going to the restroom a lot as well. But once I start doing this stuff, everybody warns me, make sure you are close by a toilet, because you won't have a lot of downtime. You will have to go when it's time to go. And I did make sure that I bought some more Kleenexes the other night, and that we had a good supply of toilet paper in the house as well. Don't leave home without it, or don't stay at home without it in this case. Anyway, that's going to be an experience. And somebody told me that I should report on the whole thing, that I should sort of like document it while, you know, for the front porch. And I was like, I don't know that I necessarily want to do that, although it would make for an interesting hello from my back door. So no, I will not do that. Okay, sorry. All right, well, that's all. I just had to update you on this, and as you can tell, I'm in good spirits about it. I'm not concerned. The only thing I'm really concerned about is, you know, they gave me a lot of instructions here. I hope I don't screw any of the instructions up that I follow and do what I'm supposed to do there. Because I would sure hate to show up to do this thing and they go, you weren't fully prepared for this. We've got to reschedule that. I don't know if that would happen, but you just never know. So I'm going to try to be diligent about that. Enjoy my liquid diet. But like I said, it may not be such a bad thing in other ways too. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to, read over my instructions again, get ready to enjoy my refreshing beverages, and plan to be clean as a whistle come Wednesday afternoon. I can't whistle, really. All right, with that, I'll see y'all next time. From my front porch.